Hi, I'm Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my May TBR for you. So I'm filming my May TBR like a whole month in advance because I'm traveling this month and so shit's gonna be nuts. As a result, this TBR is what I am planning, but there's a 20% chance I could chuck it all out the window, so please bear with me. You will have already seen by now that I am co-hosting the Mafia Romance Readathon with a lot of lovely ladies. I'm going to link my Mafia Romance Readathon announcement plus recommendation video up above. I will also have my Mafia Romance Readathon TBR linked down below as well. So I have a whole separate TBR for the Mafia Romance Readathon, which is like 4 days. That's going to take place in the very beginning of May as well. So that's on top of my current TBR, just so you guys are aware. You know that those are all additional books that I've got on top of this current TBR that I'm going to go through. So I'm going to start off by talking about the arcs that I have for the month of May because we're back on my arc journey. Don't get too many of them anymore. Here are some, one of which I don't know if I'm going to get to before it comes out because it comes out on May 3rd, and that is a super bright book that says If You Change Your Mind by Robbie Weber. So this is quite clearly a summer romance, which I'm very excited to like get to the summer vibes of some of these summer YA romances. So in this we're following Harry, and he is an aspiring screenwriter. He is trying to create this piece for a really prestigious screenwriting competition. So he's trying to avoid all distractions to get it done on time. The only problem is that his very first heartbreak, Grant, comes back into the picture, and so does the new guy in town, Logan. And so Harry tries to manage his feelings for Grant and Logan, and he begins to realize that sometimes life doesn't follow a script. So very excited for this. I got a kind of love triangle vibes. I'm very curious to see like who he's going to end up with for this. And I just read a line that says, "This is the beginning of a Michael Myers movie, isn't it?" I just feel like this is going to be a super fun read. I feel like during the month, if I need something that's going to just kind of like give me a boost of energy, I feel like this would definitely be it. I mean, like this book just screams like, hey, you're gonna read this and have a freaking good time, and that's just what I need sometimes. And then the next one we have is I Kissed Shara Wheeler. I will admit, I keep saying Sarah Wheeler, even though it's Shara Wheeler. I can't explain to you why I keep saying Sarah, but I do. But this is Casey McQuiston's first YA romance. You have Shara, who, you know, had these 3 or 4 people that she was with, and then she just disappears one day, and it's about the 3 last people that she had been with end up trying to find her. Is all I really know about, to be flat out honest with you. I'm really not going into this knowing much, and I feel kind of bad. It says here, her princess blonde hair and vanilla mint lip gloss, her perfect grades and sparkling reputation, her prom queen crown and quarterback boyfriend, Shara Wheeler has it all, but now she's gone. And she leaves behind a trail of clues and secrets on monogram pink stationery. And so you have Chloe, Smith, and Rory, who are the 3, who then have to come in, and it's a bookworm, a jock, and a rebel. A bookworm, a jock, and a rebel. I love that, so yeah. And then of course we have another super fun book, and that is Out of the Blue by Jason June. I'm so excited for this, you guys have no idea. It is a fake dating mermaid romance. So Crest is a non-binary mermaid, and they end up meeting Sean, who is a human lifeguard whose boyfriend recently dumped him. And Crest, the mermaid, agrees to help Sean make his ex jealous and win him back. And I'm very excited for this. I'm so excited. Fake dating mermaids. Fake dating queer mermaids. Fake dating, you don't need anything else other than fake dating queer mermaids. I'm so sorry. That is really all I need in life. And Jason June has some of the best humor I've ever read in my entire life. Jason June's humor is my kind of humor. And so I just know this book is going to have me on the floor rolling and laughing in tears and just like squealing and dying. So I'm so excited. So those are the 3 arcs. Then we're then going to get to the other books that I will be reading throughout the month of May. Fingers crossed. But I obviously do want to get to my next Corinne Michaels, which is Could Have Been Us. This is book 2 in the Willow Creek Valley series. So this is Jack and Stella's book. Jack and Stella have been best friends for years. This is a older brother's best friend trope, and I'm so excited for this. The last book ended, the way that Corinne does all of her books is that in the end of the previous book, you were introduced to how the next couple's book is going to start. So they end up getting caught at the end of the last book kissing, and they're like, what? And like the brother is so pissed that they like kiss. Oh, I'm so excited for this. We then have ᴛɪδᴛᴏධ by Aletha Romig. I'm so pumped for this. It was just sent to me. I read White Ribbon, which was the prequel novella last year, and it totally blew me away. So it's got this guy and this girl. She ends up getting caught in a snowstorm and ends up is like saved by this dude and ends up going to his cabin. They end up spending the night together and, you know, things get a little hot and steamy. And then the next day she ends up seeing him again and finds out that like he is her boss, but then he ends up actually offering, instead of being her boss, that they get a fake married and, well, real married, to end up getting revenge on these other people. So it's like kind of like a revenge plot kind of a situation, and I'm very, very excited for it. Does have an age gap in it, and it's like contemporary romance suspense because there's like some crime organization kind of like shady shit going down with like the billionaires, you know? So I don't know too much about it because I went into White Ribbon not knowing anything, and I want to continue going into the series not knowing too much. But from what I read in White Ribbon, that is what this is about. I'm going to read Amanda Richardson's Savage Hearts, and that is another reverse harem series from her. So I just read her other one in April, and now I'm going to continue on with this spin-off reverse harem in May, and I'm very excited for this. Her reverse harems are like kind of iffy. I actually have no idea what Savage Hearts is about, but it does follow the brother of one of the guys from her other series, and so I do know that there's like a lot of more taboo shit to do with this one. This one is new adult, it's college age, takes 10 years after they were in high school. That's not college age. 10 years after high school is not college age. You're like 30. And so you have Lennon Rose, and she used to bully Silas, Damon, and Jude when they were in high school. And then it takes place 10 years later when Lennon's fiance ends up cheating on her and leaving her broken, homeless, and she has to move back to her hometown. And then they all end up like re-meeting each other, and like shit goes down there. There's always like some sort of like a dark undertone throughout her books. I don't know what like the dark mysterious thing in this is gonna be, but I'm very excited. She writes really, really, really good sexy scenes, and she's actually one of the few, I actually really enjoy her reverse harems, which can always be very 50-50. I find that reverse harems can either be really hit or miss, and so far she's been pretty hit for me, so fingers across with this one. And then the next two books are very tentative. It depends on me mood reading wise. Like I do really want to get to this book. I just received it the other day. It's called Right That Got Away by K.A. Lind, and this is a rock star romance. Now, we all know how I feel about rock star romances. I used to hate them, and then I learned, oh, JK, I don't. So this follows Campbell Abbey, and he is the lead singer of the biggest band in the universe right now. He's also the boy I fell in love with in high school when no one knew my name. Now I have 1 million followers, teach girls every day how to love themselves and get over the boy that wronged them. If only I could still take my own advice and not pine for the right that got away. So second chance romance. He's a rock star, complete and utter dick. One of his like most well-known songs was like written about her. She's someone who was completely like broken by him, and now she's like kind of living her own life, but is still kind of torn back by him. So I'm excited for this, but I am a bit hesitant because she is also like a social media influencer, it looks like, and that can be very hit or miss for me. So a little tentative. I'm excited. Like it seems like it's going to be good, but I'm also really scared. And then last but not least, we have Cruel Prince by A. Jade. This is book one in the Royal Hearts Academy by Ashley Jade. I love Ashley's stuff. Her stuff is so bingeable. She is very hit or miss for a lot of people. I personally really love Ashley Jade's work, and her writing is just some of my favorite stuff to read. And so this is a high school bully romance, which I'm always very 50-50 about high school bully romances. I love bully romances outside of high school. I love everything outside of a high school setting. But I do want to give this a shot because I do love Ashley Jade, and I feel like if there's any sort of like a high school situation that might work for me, it would be like an Ashley Jade one. So we're going to give this one a shot. But yeah, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that button down below. If you want to see more of me, please go to my channel. And until next time, thanks a bunch, everyone. Bye-bye.